Hello everybody, welcome back to Living with Asperger Syndrome. Today we have a very special episode dedicated to a couple of comments that somebody left on my very first video that I made about 3 months ago. So I know it's been a while, but the reason why is because I have been doing some research for this for quite some time, and all the psychological aspects and stuff like that of this particular comment. Now, I have my phone here, and I'm going to read to you what this person said to me in one of my earliest videos. Asperger's is actually demons. We cast them out of people in Jesus' name because they become of sound mind again. Try checking out YouTube Deliverance from Autism or Asperger's. You don't have to live like that. Freedom is found in Jesus Christ. He came to set people free by his blood. Yeah, we're dealing with one of these people. My grandson had this terror. I have no idea what she's referring to. He was delivered and is now sound-minded. Demon came through bloodline and immunization. Immunizations have blood cells in them transferring the spirits. What the fuck? Really? Okay, this person's obviously a conspiracy theorist. He or she has no clue what they are talking about. And this is probably borderline abuse, as far as I can tell. I looked at her YouTube channel just to see what was there. Her one video, can Christians have demons? What? So, first things first, why in the hell do you believe that a mental disorder is automatically demons in someone? Because you're not just talking about Asperger's, you're talking about an entire community of people. 1 in 160 children born in the US have Asperger's syndrome. But yeah, I mean, seriously, if you're going to make fun of an entire group of people by, say, spreading your religious bullshit, I'm going to make fun of you and your horribly, horribly bad views. Your views come from a different time period. Your views come from a time when people that were left-handed were believed to be the Antichrist. You know, your argument comes from a time when you would get brutally murdered because your hand burned when it got dipped into hot water. You come from a time period where no one had any rights whatsoever because people like you continued to push their bullshit views onto other people. You come from the medieval era. Once again, you made fun of an entire community of people. You know, you made fun of an entire freaking community of people that are just trying to live normal lives. And I feel bad for your son, because you pushed all this religious bullshit onto him and probably gave him an exorcism that he didn't even need. And now, he's going to live with that religious abuse for the entirety of the rest of his life. You know, you went out of your way to make sure that your son was pure when he didn't even need to be pure. You know, and now your son's going to have to deal with all this abuse for the rest of his life, possible psychological trauma. You did more damage than you let out, because there was no damage in the first place. Asperger's syndrome is a genetic disorder. You literally told your son that he had demons inside of him because of something that he had no control over. You know, your son still has Asperger's syndrome. Your son still has the disorder. You just made him so effed up that he doesn't show it anymore in fear that you're going to abuse him again. You know, you have already ruined his life. And it's all because of your bullshit point of view. I'm not ripping on religious people. Most religious people that I've met are very nice. You, on the other hand, are basically a borderline cult. You know, you think you're participating in another religion when the reality is you're fucking up people's lives by saying things that obviously are not true. And I'm sorry to say it, but you are one of the worst human beings alive right now, because you think that your son deserved, I don't know, something that doesn't make any sense at all, and you forced him to go through something that he'll probably never forget. I'm already sort of experiencing the symptoms of a meltdown, but this time it's justified. I want to have a meltdown over this. You know, I want to have a meltdown over someone who is ruining someone else's life who also has Asperger's syndrome. Someone who obviously has no idea what genetic disorders even are and probably rejects their reality. Oh, and the other part of your argument, the fact that immunizations cause Asperger's syndrome. You're an anti-vaxxer. You're even worse. You know, your son could have fucking measles and you wouldn't even recognize it because you think it's another demon. And then he'd die and you wouldn't even know why because you're so stupid that you don't even recognize that immunizations are essential to modern society. You know, in 1998, a study was conducted by a dude who said that, oh, immunizations cause autism and Asperger syndrome. And then it was very quickly debunked. They said there was like maybe 1 or 2 people reviewing the study. There was no control group whatsoever. There was nothing scientific about this investigation. It's just a paper saying, oh, this directly correlates with this even though it doesn't. Okay? Immunize your son. It doesn't cause Asperger syndrome, and trust me, having Asperger syndrome is a lot better than suffering from an illness that we eliminated over 50 years ago. Make your son happy. Don't force him to go through that bullshit, because if you continue down this road, you may not have a son in the next decade. That's it for this video. I'm done with my little argument. I'm sorry that got so deep and personal, but this is the kind of bullshit that I hate about the world. And once again, my meltdown was completely justified. Thank you guys so much for your patience on waiting for this video. If you liked it, hit that like and that subscribe button, and I will see all you guys in my next video. Peace.